Welcome to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti. It's actually Town of Old Saybrook night tonight on the Pete Mezzetti Show. And believe it or not, Carl Fortuna is not here, which is, I believe, a good thing. So it's me and the ladies talking about the Town of Old Saybrook tonight. Welcome. How are we?
Great.
Good, thank you.
Jennifer Donahue. And Jennifer, we actually have a new friend with us tonight. I'm going to let you do the introductions of who our new friend is.
Yeah, this is Lynette Wacker. She's our assistant town planner, and she's got some big news that we received for the town this past week. So it's very exciting.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. So Lynette, tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been. Is it town planner for the town of Saybrook?
Assistant
town planner.
Yep.
Okay. How long have you been with the town?
I think it's about 5 years now.
Okay.
I'm part-time in the land use department, and I work with Chris Costa. She's the town planner.
Yeah, I know. I've heard the name, but I've never met Chris.
Oh, okay. She does it all,
Okay.
so I just help her. I work a lot with the Wetlands Commission and the Historic District Commission, the Conservation Commission.
Nice. You like it?
I do. I like it a lot.
And Jennifer, how long have you been with economic development?
I've been with economic development about 2 years now,
Okay.
but I've been with the town for about 8 in
Oh, okay.
various capacities. So getting the lay of the land.
There
Finally.
you, finally, after so many years. All right, so do we want to talk about the award first, or do we want to talk about Celebrate Old Saybrook first?
It's your show. You tell us.
Let's talk about the award first.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right. So Old Saybrook was recently certified gold with the Sustainable Connecticut program.
Okay.
So that was something that we're very proud of. It was a lot of work went into it. And I don't know, do you want me to explain the
Yes, please.
Sustainable Connecticut program?
Yes, please.
It's a voluntary program. It's statewide. It's independently funded, and towns, municipalities can opt into it. And they opt in by passing a resolution, which Old Saybrook did in 2018, I think. And they were first certified in 2018, bronze certified, which is kind of the entry level.
All right.
So it's a program where they provide a menu of actions that you can achieve to get points to make your town more sustainable. And you choose from the menu and try to get as many points as you can.
All right.
And depending on how many points you get, you can be either bronze or silver or gold certified.
Okay. And now the bronze, silver, or gold certification, is that for ever, or is that for only for a couple of years?
It only lasts for 3 years.
Okay.
Which is, it's a good
Right.
long time, but it takes about, 3 years to ramp up for the next certification round. So it's good that we have 3 years to work on the next one.
And basically for the recertification, what does it entail?
So you kind of start over and look at the menu again and
Okay.
decide which action items you're going to pursue. Some of the ones that were done all before can get credited again, but sometimes you have to, do something new to get credit again. Just document everything that the town's doing to try and be sustainable.
Now, what does this certification mean for the town?
It just means that, we've done a really good job at trying to follow the program and be, sustainable. It's really it's a broad program, a lot of categories. There's 12 different categories of things, so it covers a lot of ground. It's from economic development to protecting natural resources, supporting arts and culture, clean energy. There's a lot of different things. Providing diverse housing. It's a lot of opportunity to be sustainable.
I think one of the big things about the award that we're excited about is it sort of solidifies all the planning that goes into a lot of the decisions that are made for the town.
Okay.
You know, none of this stuff happens in a vacuum. It's all very thoughtful initiatives that our boards and commissions and our Board of Selectmen and our Board of Finance and a lot of our community organizations and volunteers have contributed to, and they all really add up to making our community environmentally friendly, business friendly, neighbor friendly, not to hop in, but
No, you did a great job explaining it, yeah.
so we're really proud of that fact that it's such a team effort to provide it. And honestly, though, getting all of the information together is a lot of work, and Lynette and her team are really, you know, to be thanked for all that.
Now, Jennifer, tell us about, I guess we're having a party.
Yeah.
The second annual party, from what I
That's
understand.
right. Celebrate Saybrook Street Party's coming up Sunday, June 23rd.
Okay.
2 to 7 p.m. right on Main Street. And we are going to close the street again like we did last year between Sheffield and Elm Street. So it'll become a pedestrian walkway.
Okay.
And so the street will actually be closed from 12 to 8, just for travelers thinking about that. You're going to have to go around Main Street, but it'll be well worth it. It's going to be a great day. We have 5 bands playing this year, up from 3 last year. We're going to have 2 on the main stage. We're going to start with Jamie's Junk Show, a local favorite.
Okay.
And we're going to close out with Soul Sound Review, backed by popular demand. They did a stellar job closing out the show last year. And then this year, we've expanded our acoustic offerings on our small stage, which is going to be over, for those of you familiar with Main Street, near the new Thimble Island Brewery location that we have. And we're going to have 3 acts there all day. Jeremy Haddad, Frank Viel, and Seth Adam are going to be performing at the small stage. And that's sponsored by our local GSB, and our main stage is sponsored by Webster Bank. And our event sponsor, who we really have to thank, is From You Flowers, who really are making the whole production possible. They're incredibly generous and supportive of us last year and this year, so we really want to thank From You Flowers for stepping up again this year.
And I know that they actually are very community-minded.
Yes, yep. They're really excited, and they've done everything that we've asked to help make it a successful event. We're also providing Wi-Fi for all the vendors, so they can work their point of sale systems, and that is being sponsored by Go NetSpeed.
Okay.
So, but it's a great family event. We've expanded the family offerings too. This year, if it's hot like it was last year, we have a huge inflatable mist machine that people can just walk through and cool off. So we're pretty excited about that. We think that'll be very popular. We're also going to have an inflatable obstacle course that the Army National Guard is going to bring in. The car racing that we had last year that was so popular from Big Daddy Racing, that's coming back, and he's also bringing Whack-A-Mole. We have cornhole this year, summer favorite that nobody wants to miss out on, and some other giant games. And then we've got a stilt walker, a balloon twister, face painting, a juggling act. So we kind of have a little bit of everything.
I believe we have photos
Yes.
of what you just explained, so maybe we can pop those photos if we can, please. Oh, here we go.
Yep, here's our main
They're
stage
behind
last
us.
year, one of our bands performing. And you can see how crowded and popular it was last year. It was a beautiful day. We were very lucky. So this year we have even more vendors than last year, and a bunch of craft brewers, including our own local Mercine Ale out of Old Saybrook, and out of Westbrook Coastline Brewery. Also, we're going to have Fox Farm from Salem, one of our local restaurants, the Cuckoo's Nest, cooking up some tacos there. We have nearly 40 food options this year. There's our Uncle Sam Stilt Wacker.
Okay.
And we also have nearly 100 Main Street businesses, vendors, community organizations, retailers who are going to be selling their wares. So we're going to have a packed street, something for everybody.
Wow. Sounds like it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, we're
And-
very excited.
And now, how did the idea of the event come about?
So I think the town was really looking for a way to get people back out, especially after the pandemic. You know, there were so many things that were curtailed and canceled, and it was really time for us to sort of get back out there and start offering events for the community. And everyone was really excited about the idea of it. And last year, we got such positive feedback about it, and how people just felt really joyful to be able to celebrate like this together again. So that was our main goal, and we accomplished it. And we took we learned from last year and tried to make it even bigger and better this year.
Would you guys mind sticking around for another segment?
Sure.
All right, we'll be right back.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, backpack kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti, sitting here with Lynette and Jennifer from the town of Old Saybrook. Ladies, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Jennifer, we were talking a little bit before the break about the Celebrate Old Saybrook, and let's open the segment talking about if you're going to go, you're going to have a good time, you need somewhere to park.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we do expect it to be a very busy day, but Old Saybrook has some great parking options. We're going to be using the commuter lot down by the train station.
Okay.
Also the shopping center where like Home Goods is and all that, if you're
Yep.
familiar with Old Saybrook.
Sure.
And then our middle school and our elementary school are both offering parking. And we have shuttle service too to all of those locations. So, you know, you don't have to feel like you're gonna have to walk too far. You can get the shuttle to all those spots. And we are gonna have a specific handicap parking lot that's right across the street from the Kate. It's our Main Street Connection Park. So, you know, we should be accessible to anybody who really wants to come, which is important to us.
Lynette, you have something you'd like to add?
No, that all sounds great.
All right.
If you want more details
Yes.
about exactly who is going to be there, we do have an excellent website. It's celebratesaybrook.com. On there is the entire schedule of events, including when all the musical acts are performing, when you could see the juggler if you want to do that. It also includes every food vendor we're having, so you can sort of pick how you're gonna move through all of those choices. We have everything from vegan to Asian to Italian, Mexican, hot dogs, steamed cheeseburgers, chicken sandwiches, you name it, we have it.
Wow.
And lots of desserts. Save room for ice cream cannolis, Italian ice, fried dough, the whole shebang, everything you could expect. So.
So in other words, that's Sunday. If you're going out to breakfast, eat light because you're gonna
Don't eat.
don't. Okay,
No.
all right, or don't eat.
Come very hungry.
Okay.
Yes, we want you to come hungry. because there'll be plenty to eat, and you can spend the whole time just like
Right.
browsing through. All of our vendors are up there too, so you can
Okay.
pick out your shopping, and also the list of kids' activities, so you can kind of plan what's best for your family.
Speaking of, aside from the Celebrate Old Saybrook, what else is going on in Saybrook as far as economic development goes?
So we recently actually got exciting news. We got a big grant from the Connecticut Recreational Trails, which is run by the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection.
Okay.
And we're very excited about that. It's to work on Saybrook Point and to finish the riverfront walkway that we have there. So once we finish the project that we got the grant funding for, all the way from the tip of Gardener's Landing, if you're familiar with the park that we have down there, straight down through past mini golf and behind Saybrook Point where there's public access, and
Yep.
then onto the causeway. It'll be a mile of unbroken riverfront walkway. So it'll be a really beautiful place for people to just, get a little exercise, enjoy the view. And then there's going to be another trail connecting through Gardener's Landing into Fort Saybrook Monument Park. So all of those historic and environmental parks and assets that we have there are all going to be connected for anybody who wants to just enjoy that whole area. So that's pretty exciting.
So Fort Saybrook Monument Park, that's down by Saybrook Point.
Yes.
Okay.
And that has a lot of historical information. I believe it's part of our battle site
Oh, is it? Yeah. Not sure.
tour, and it's also part of the new historic walking tour brochure that the Old Saybrook Historical Society, in conjunction with the Greater Old Saybrook Chamber, just produced. And I wish I had brought one of those because it's really beautiful. It's got original photography of a lot of the historic assets all the way up and down Main Street. And it's a great thing to pick up if you're interested in history, you want to take a walk around town, stop in and have lunch while you're doing it. It goes all the way from the historic cemetery up by the train station all the way down to Saybrook Point, and it also includes North Cove.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's excellent for anyone who's interested in local history.
Have you done the walk?
Not yet.
Not
It
yet?
just came out, so
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to, but yeah.
So there's something to do this summer when you're in Saybrook and looking for something to do.
Yes, absolutely. And don't forget about the Katharine Hepburn Cultural Arts Center, their Kate Museum, which is ever-changing exhibits there, and they have some of her beautiful costumes up, and they rotate those, and that's a great place to stop in during the summer too.
And it seems to be Saybrook's a year-round town. There's always something going on, even in the spring and obviously the summer with the festival. The
Yep.
fall, something's always going on in the town of Saybrook.
Yeah, I mean, our chamber is really good at helping to fill in some of those things. You know,
Yeah.
the Chili Fest in February and the Art Festival in October.
October, yeah.
And then, of course, we have our Starlight Festival that's coming up in December. So we really do try to provide something so that there's always a reason to come down to Old Saybrook. And even if we're not having a special event, our Main Street, of course, is a charming place to eat and shop. And
Oh, yeah. Now, have you guys started planning for the Starlight Festival yet?
yes, we have.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, December 7th, save the date.
Save the date.
Yep,
All right, I'll write it down when we get off the air.
okay. Maybe you'll invite me back then and we can talk about that one.
I had you on last year to talk about that.
I think so.
Yes, yes, we did. We talked about that last
Yep.
year. And what's the Starlight Festival entail?
That's our holiday festival.
Okay.
Yep, and not only do we celebrate the spirit of the season and have Santa and things like that, but we also remember our veterans.
Yeah.
Because at the Cape, there's always a ceremony with the Heroes Tree, honoring those who have given their life for our country. So it's a really multi-pronged event that has a lot of meaning, not just for the holiday season, but in general about sacrifice and things like
Right.
that for our country.
And then you also have the Torchlight Parade in December as well,
Yes.
where you get to see
everyone's
everybody
favorite.
dressed up and
Yep, everyone's favorite.
George Washington shows up.
Yes. After 50 years, I think that's the thing that we are known most for, the Torchlight Parade.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So that's exciting.
It is. So what else can we tell people about the town of Old Saybrook?
My goodness. What else is new?
What else is
On the
new? I was
horizon.
wondering about that brochure you mentioned. Is it available online? The walking tour?
I don't believe it is.
Not-
Not yet, but
Okay.
yeah, that would be a good next step.
I've been looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I have a bunch in my office, so.
Oh, no?
What else? I don't know. That's a lot. There's a lot
Yeah.
going on.
It is. It definitely is. Maybe we can talk about the Sustainability Award?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
There's an event tonight that I think it's in Manchester. So actually, Sarah Makowicki, she's the project clerk in our office.
Okay.
She really took responsibility for getting us the gold certification. She made it her personal mission to bump us up from silver to gold. So she would have been a great person to be here tonight to talk about the work that went into it. But she's at this other award ceremony.
Right.
But the big ceremony comes in sometime in the fall when all of the newly certified communities will be honored, and I think they're going to try and hold it in Old Saybrook this time because of the gold certification that we got. We're only the second community to get gold certified.
Okay.
New Haven was the first, and I think we ended up with the most points ever. So it'll be nice to have it here in Old Saybrook if we can find a venue for it. It'll be here. So
Right. Now, what are some of the qualifications
for
for the award?
well, you have to be gold certified, you have to get 750 points. You also have to have a climate leader designation, which means you have to achieve actions that reduce greenhouse gases.
Okay.
And you have to apply equity to some of the actions that you achieve. And I'm sure there are other requirements, but
So
those are
one
the
of-
main ones.
And one of the reasons I think that Old Saybrook got the award is, they're a leader in this area in coastal resiliency. Also, there's been a strong focus on diversity of housing and how we can improve that. Strong business support, environmental stewardship. There's a lot of things that Old Saybrook is showing leadership for that are really improving the community. So that was one of the reasons that they were recognized.
And I thought you brought the plaque with you.
And here it is.
I was going to say, I saw it before. Where is it? There it is.
There it is. So this is our 5th certification. Even though the certification lasts for 3 years, for the first few years we went for it every year just to keep it updated.
Okay.
And then after we got silver, we took a little break and rested, regrouped, got silver again in the fall, and now it's gold. But there's our plaque. We're just waiting for our little gold.
I was going to say, it's the little
Update.
gold update probably going to
Yeah, we'll get
probably
that.
on order.
Yes, I'm sure it is. Yes, they're engraving it now.
And that's going to be displayed in the town hall, I'm assuming?
Yes, it is. I took this from town hall. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I borrowed it.
You borrowed
I borrowed it.
You didn't. You borrowed it. It's borrowed.
Back tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. So we've got 3 years before we do it again.
And then once
Who knows what they'll come up with by then? Maybe they'll be platinum.
I was going to say,
I don't know.
Do you think the program will change in 3 years?
They keep changing it.
Oh, do they?
Yes, they do. They keep changing it and making it better. It's really a great program. If anybody wants to check out the program or our profile, which has all of the information that we submitted, they can just go to sustainableCT.org and click on Old Saybrook, and it's all there. And it's really an interesting program. You can look at every other community's profile and see what they've been up to, get some ideas for things that we could do.
One of the other interesting things about this program is the equity match option.
You mean the community match fund?
Yes, the community match fund,
Yes.
where if you come up with an eligible project,
Okay.
is it 15,000? Go ahead.
Well, it depends. So you can get a match of up to $7,500 from Sustainable Connecticut.
All right.
And it's all done on a crowdfunding platform. So you come up with a campaign and they put it on this crowdfunding platform online, and then the community can donate to it. And it's up to $7,500, but I think if it's something that directly reduces greenhouse gases, it might be up to $15,000 for certain projects.
Oh, wow.
And you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be the town that applies for the match. It could be any nonprofit group. So the high school I think they're still in the middle of their campaign, although they reached their goal within a few days
Right.
of, I think it was $2,000 to rehab their greenhouse on the school campus. So that's on there right now if anybody wants to check that out. I could probably still donate, I'm not sure.
And another project that is pretty visible in town that was funded through that particular program is the restoration of the ghost signs, right on the corner of Sheffield Street there. So there's lots of really cool things if you have an idea that they can help you accomplish. So it's
Cool.
a nice perk.
Yep, SOS Trees just did a fundraiser. So they raised, I think, $4,000, which will be matched to buy trees to give away to Saybrook residents so they can increase the tree canopy in town.
Cool. Well, ladies, we're about to run out of time, but before we do, I want to thank you for coming down, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
All right,
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
Thank you. On behalf of Jennifer and Lynette, I'm Pete Mezzetti. Thanks, good night. We'll see you next week.